Staying on the roads, this person tried to pass a streetcar downtown, Queen Street East, at 112 kilometers an hour. Now, instead, he totaled his vehicle and maimed his passenger, and he was recently found guilty of dangerous driving causing bodily harm. Here's CTV's John Woodward. He reports, and he says that the crash has led to calls to ensure drivers of powerful vehicles know what they're doing.
Pay attention to those headlights. It's a Lamborghini zooming forward on the Queen streetcar's internal cameras in May 2021. It's trying to pass, and the front camera catches the moment the sports car doesn't make it. Smashing into parked cars, the passenger left with life-changing injuries.
It is horrifying to think that something like that could happen on a street like Queen Street East.
A police investigation showed the Lamborghini had been going a maximum of 112 kilometers an hour, more than 3 times the speed limit. The driver, mortgage broker Jason Georgopoulos, was convicted last month of dangerous driving causing bodily harm. Justice Anne Malloy saying Mr. Georgopoulos was joyriding and showing off, both for the benefit of his young assistant and to impress people along the way who would be envious of his fancy car. He was treating one of the busiest and most congested streets in the city like a roller coaster to give his young passenger a thrill. Georgopoulos shared ownership of the car with a friend. They both split the $400,000 loan and the $8,000 a month payments. By the time the crash happened, he'd had the car for just 3 days. Georgopoulos wasn't at his office right next to the crash site and didn't pick up the phone. His lawyer declined to comment. He told the judge he had a concussion, no memory of reckless driving, but he did remember accidentally changing gears and thinking the streetcar would stop and let him by.
Streetcars don't stop to let drivers pass. That's ludicrous.
The reaction from road safety advocate Jess Speaker, the same word used by Justice Anne Malloy, ludicrous. She found his testimony neither credible nor reliable, calling his driving reckless conduct in the extreme. Speaker believes drivers of extremely fast cars should need special licenses.
The fact that he's driving a car which he's clearly not equipped to handle is probably a failure of our provincial licensing system.
A great idea, says Toronto councillor Diane Sachs, though it would be up to the province to do it.
I was horrified at all the lives that were put at risk. I was horrified at the arrogance of this man.
The crash may yet be more costly for Georgopoulos. On top of losing the car, he's being sued by his passenger for $5 million. John Woodward, CTV News.